Hello everyone, Taylor Andrews of Taylor Andrews Fitness. Today I'm going to do a video about the question that I get asked more than anything, which is, Taylor, how do I lose weight? There are two things that you have to do, and most people already know what they are. It's diet and exercise. First, I'm going to talk about the diet and give some tips on that. For your diet, first comes first, you need to be at a caloric deficit, which means you are burning more calories throughout your day than you are taking in. To figure out your caloric deficit, you need two things, your BMR and your TDEE. Your BMR is your basal metabolic rate. This is how many calories you burn in a day by just being alive. So if you were to just lay in a bed and sleep all day, that's how many calories you burn, because you burn calories regardless of what you're doing. That is your basal metabolic rate. Your TDEE is your total daily energy expenditure. This is what you theoretically burn throughout your day with all the activities that you are doing. So whether you sit at a desk all day and never work out, or you are on your feet all day and you work out as well. If you want to lose weight, what you have to do is you have to be below your TDEE, but not too far below your BMR. If you eat too far below your BMR, or you do it for a long time, you're going to go into what is called a catabolic state, which is where your body starts drawing energy from other sources, not body fat, such as the muscle, which is no good. You want your body to draw from the excess fat you have saved up. People fall into this trap of, okay, so they are really at a big caloric deficit and they've started losing weight, and then all of a sudden, bam, they plateau and they can't lose anything else. So they're like, okay, I must not be doing it right. I have to eat less. That's what it is. I have to eat even less. And then you just get to this unhealthy state of so little calories, and it's not working. And people do that all the time. So to find each of these, your BMR and your TDEE, just Google them, honestly. So there's a ton of websites with a ton of different calculators on there. Just Google, what is my BMR? What is my TDEE? They're not perfect and they vary a little bit. So my suggestion would be to go to a few of them and then compare them. Take the average of what they say. Next part is going to be, you have to make changes to your diet. Nobody wants to hear that, but everyone knows it. So you need to cut out the unnecessaries. When I say that, I mean I'm talking about, the pop. You don't need that extra pop. You don't need any pop. You don't need to add salt to your popcorn, or put a bunch of sugar and cream in your coffee, or, dunk your carrots in a bunch of ranch. It's good, it tastes good, but you really don't need them. You should eat more protein. Eating protein, it gives you a sense of being full, and it helps keep you full longer. Another big thing is that you want to eat for volume. So you want to eat a lot of foods that take up a lot of space without, hitting the calories too hard. So that's like your watermelon, or vegetables are good. Vegetables like your broccoli, your cauliflower, your spinach, carrots. That's why a lot of people eat salads. You also need to cut back on your carbs. Not just saying like go keto, don't eat any carbs anymore. You also need to make sure that you are eating the right carbs. So talking about your white and your brown rice, or your oats, your whole grain breads. Don't eat foods that are like filled with sugar. Don't go for the carbs that are eating a bunch of brownies and a bunch of cookies. The good, delicious stuff. You don't need that. Next, I'm going to talk about tracking your calories. Tracking your calories is crucial. You need to actually take the nutrition labels and read them and remember what you're eating. So this way you actually know what exactly it is that you're taking in, how many calories, all the carbs, all these things. What I use to track my calories is the app MyFitnessPal. It's free, it's extremely easy to use, it tracks your calories for you, it tracks all your macros, it helps keep you accountable. Like, that's the biggest thing, is if you're logging what you eat every day, like, I just went to the pantry and I grabbed, X food, better log it. You log it. If you don't, you're just going to forget about it and like, did I snack on something today? What did I eat for lunch? Like, I don't know, I think I ate like 400 calories, so that's what I'll go off of. No. actually track it. Another thing that I've found a lot of success with is buying a food scale. It really, truly helps. It is way more accurate than eyeballing, which most people do. It helps you control portion size, which is the big part, because a lot of people, they really don't know what it is they're eating. They'll look at it and be like, oh, okay, so 1 tablespoon of guacamole, like, okay, let me just grab my guac, and that looks like a tablespoon to me. And once you buy a food scale and you actually weigh what a tablespoon is, or like 28 grams, then you're gonna be, most people get shocked. So it's like, oh man, I'm definitely eating way more than I thought I was. Because a lot of people, they'll get frustrated because they'll be like, I'm eating all this healthy food like this guy told me to do, and I'm still not losing weight. I don't know what's going on. And it's because you're not weighing your food, you're not accurately tracking it. Those are my diet tips. Now I'm going to switch to the other side, which is the exercise. For exercise, you need to do something that's going to elevate your heart rate 3 to 4 times a week for at least a half hour, 30 minutes. Just something that's going to make you burn a sweat. Burn a sweat, that doesn't make sense. Break a sweat. A couple things you can do for cardio. There's HIIT training and MISS training. HIIT, or HIIT, is high intensity interval training. I like doing HIIT training for weight loss. Personally, it's something that's like, you go and you do 30 seconds on of exercise, say jumping jacks, and then you take 30 seconds of rest, and then you go back to another 30 seconds of a new exercise, and then 30 seconds of rest, and you just rinse and repeat. And you can change your interval to rest ratio. It's based off of preference, whatever really gets your heart rate up there, makes you break a sweat. The other is MISS, which is mild intensity steady state. That is like when you go for a run, or when you're on an elliptical, or when you are on a Stairmaster. It's not that difficult, but it's a constant, like, oh, we're going for 20 minutes of the same exact thing, and that's good. But in my opinion, HIIT training has been more effective for me. Weightlifting is a great calorie burner as well. It's not considered cardio, but it's exercise, and it helps you build muscle as well. That's what your goal is. And so if you don't want to just lose weight, you want to tone up, or you want to put on muscle while losing fat, you have to hit the gym, you have to go weightlift. A lot of women hear weightlifting and they're like, whoa, no, I don't want to get big, I'm going to get too bulky and not do that. And that's really not true. You can eventually get there, but it's not like this thing that you go to the gym once and now suddenly you have bigger arms than any guy you've ever seen. Women don't have the genetic makeup that men do to put on the muscle mass size that we had. So it's okay to go to the gym. Developing muscle from the exercise actually helps with your weight loss, because muscle tissue burns more fat than body fat does. 1 pound of muscle burns approximately 7 to 10 calories per day, whereas 1 pound of fat is only 2 to 3 calories per day. The next thing is, you have to set goals for yourself. It's a key to being successful, because they give you a sense of achievement other than just what you physically see, and it's going to help keep you motivated to keep going. There's long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals are great, but they have to be realistic. You can't say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 1 week. Like, no, you have to set realistic goals. And then the short-term, I prefer short-term. So short-term, you set the bar lower for yourself so you have a better chance of actually achieving these goals and meeting them. If you only go long-term, it's going to be discouraging. Like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. And then you work hard all week and you diet and you lose 1.5 pounds, and you're like, man, that sucks. I have a long way to go to still hit 50 pounds. Like, you know what? Screw it. It didn't work out for me, so I'm going to eat again and stop working out. But if you set your goal for, I'm going to lose 2 pounds this week, and you diet, you exercise, and you hit your goal, you lost 2 pounds, you get that sense of achievement, and like, yes, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do 2 pounds next week, or next week just 1.5 pounds. And so my suggestion is to make a long-term goal, make it realistic, and remember it, but focus on the short-term goals. So those are the things that you need to do to lose weight. It's diet and exercise. It's Simple as that. I've explained tips on how to be successful with dieting, and I've explained requirements for exercise. I hope you enjoyed the video and found the information helpful and will truly apply it to your life. So, if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you next time.